To be successful academically, it's essential to do two things. Number one, study a lot. Number two, study effectively. Effective studying involves using good class notes and predicting what exams are going to look like by having test questions you can use to quiz yourself. The Accessibility Resource Center provides an app called Glean. Glean is a note-taking and transcription app that you can use on your laptop or mobile device to record the audio from your professors and to have that audio transcribed into a text file that you can use with artificial intelligence to create your own test bank. So, to begin, you should receive an email from the ARC shortly after your meeting to set up your accommodations for the first time. That email will include an invitation to Glean. If you don't see that email, check out your spam folder to see if it got placed in there. If you don't find it, let us know and we'll be happy to send it to you again. So, what you'll want to do to record the audio of a lecture and create the transcripts is to click on the link in the Glean invite, save that to your favorites, and you should be able to sign in using your single sign-on, the same sign-on you use for everything on campus. After you log in, this is the view you'll have. Now, I'm not going to go over all the details and customizations you can set up for yourself in Glean. If you want to view additional tutorials, they have an excellent tutorial section available under the question mark icon. So what we're going to do is just show you how to record the audio in the lecture, create a transcription from that audio, and then take the transcription and use artificial intelligence to generate the practice test questions. To begin, you simply click on New Event. This you would want to do just as class is starting. Make sure you create a consistent naming structure for your classes because you'll need to be able to find them later. I recommend you just call them by course name and number. We'll say this is History 101 and the date 11/22/23. Now we've got our session recording name. All we're going to do now is begin the actual recording. To start a recording of a lecture, you click on the red icon that's labeled recording options. Under your recording options, you have to pick where the audio is going to be coming from on your device or PC. So if you're in a live class section, simply click on microphone. If you're learning online or at home, you can record the screen audio or the screen audio and the microphone. So we're just going to select microphone. Now, as soon as you do that, the application begins recording all the audio. As it's recording, on the right-hand side of the screen, a series of ovals and lines appear. Those ovals are the sentences and words that are being said, and of course, the dashes between are the pauses. What you're able to do to make notes on the audio file is to hover your cursor or click on the ovals, and then you can see a menu where you can input headings. You can just create a note to yourself, or you can even add icons. You can go back and refer to those parts of the lectures later. Some students just simply use this feature, and that's all they'll do with the Glean app. And it can be very, very helpful just by using those notes on the audio. So we've let it record for a while. Now I'm going to stop the recording and show you how to turn that audio into a transcript. To stop a recording, you just go back over here and click on the box inside the circle, the stop recording button. And as you can view, the recording will stop. Now a new option appears just above the recording lines that says transcribe audio. Note about the transcribe audio feature. For some reason, this can be a little slow sometimes, not always, but if it is taking a while to turn your audio into a transcript, it's okay just to close out of the app come back later. It'll keep transcribing in the background. So click on transcribe audio to begin the process. You can see that it's still thinking. It's uploading the audio file to the cloud, and it's using artificial intelligence to clean up the transcript so it's as accurate as possible and usable. Still thinking. It's running a little slowly today. Sometimes it's faster. Sometimes it's a little slower. This is one of those days when it's a little slower. Give it a few more seconds, and if it doesn't complete, I'll show you the transcript that I've prepared. Ah, there we go. Finally. All right. So here's the transcript. Let's see how accurate it is. Looks good. Excellent. Yep, it's slow, but in the end, a very accurate transcript. Okay, so I'm going to go back over to my library and pick a longer transcript I made earlier. To get back to your library, you just click on back or the Glean icon, and this lecture is on memory. So I'm going to go click on my transcript. There's the transcript. And now I'm going to copy all the text from the transcript. This was a short lecture. I think it was only about 10 minutes long. Your lectures, of course, if you record an entire class, will be much longer. And most of the AI programs will only let you put in a certain number of characters. Bard allows up to 10,000 characters, 10,240 to be precise. The other leading artificial intelligence app that you may have heard of, ChatGPT, it'll only let you put a little over 2,000 characters in. So whichever one you use, you will have to break down a lecture recording into smaller chunks to insert it all into Bard or whichever AI you use. So what you do is just go down to the prompt field where you can input the text, and we'll just right click and paste. Okay, so there's the transcript, and then you have to put in one command to tell it what to do with that transcript. And I already had this in Notepad, so I'll just copy that command. And the command is, from the above transcript, create 10 multiple choice questions with 5 options and identify the correct answers. You have to be a little more precise with Bard, I've found, to get it to generate the types of questions you want. And you could also tell it to create short answer questions, essay questions, fill in the blank questions. And it's also very, very effective. So let me put in the command, and now let's see how it does. All right, it gave me 10 multiple choice questions with the answers. Number 1, what are 3 terms that are used repeatedly when talking about memory? And there's the answer: encoding, storage, and retrieval. As you all probably know, artificial intelligence can hallucinate. So you may want to go back through your notes and make sure that the questions and answers are correct. The great thing about Bard is you can also compare it with Google search to see if it seems to be on track. Now, after you have your set of questions, you will want to highlight these questions to copy the text and put those into a Word file, and give the Word file the name of the class and the date too, just like you did with the audio file you created in Glean. And you're not trying to really memorize or answer these questions or learn the material yet. The goal of this process is just to create a test bank to cover each day's lecture. Remember, this was a short recording. If you have a full hour lecture, you'll probably have to repeat this step 4 to 6 times. to create enough test questions to cover that day's lecture. Usually you want to shoot for around 50 questions from each lecture to be sure that you're getting those important points from the content. So that's the process. Remember, it starts with creating the recording in Glean, then transcribing the recording, then taking the transcript and putting it into your preferred artificial intelligence and telling it to generate the test questions, keeping those questions organized. For one more bonus tip, I strongly encourage you to use this method. I'm going to tell Bard to describe the SQRRR or SQ3R, it's also called study technique. Okay, Bart, tell us about SQRRR. There we go. Survey question, read, recite, and review. Good luck on your exams.